On April 24th, 2021, Twitter user BikerBangtan made history, replying to a tweet that posited that it might be Jungkook's first life. The first life theory is one I've mostly seen on K-pop stan Twitter, referring to someone who is childlike, who finds joy easily in the simplest aspects of life. I believe it's tied to ideas about reincarnation, like the idea that birthmarks indicate trauma or mortal wounds from past lives, leading to the idea that someone without a birthmark is a soul living their first life. Jungkook is a childlike person in many ways. Doing some quick research, it seems like Jungkook has at least one birthmark, contributing to the idea that this is not his first life, despite his youthful spirit. So yeah, I'm on Stan Twitter a lot, and when an idol is particularly youthful and childlike and seems to like have wonderment at really simple life things, people will say it's their first life. And if they don't have a birthmark, they'll also say it's their first life. I don't know really where that comes from. I thought I had heard it came from a Japanese myth, but I couldn't find anything in my cursory research. But it is something that colloquially a lot of K-pop stans will refer to. So Biker Bang 10 takes their theory further, stating, I actually think it's his second life. So initially somebody was like, I think it's Jungkook's first life, and Biker Bang 10 was like, hold my soju. I actually think it's his second life, adding that they believe it's the soul's second life of a particular person. They know how far fetched this is and added a disclaimer not to come for them. Little did they know they would literally change the course of internet history. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. We're going to get into it. Jungkook was born September 1st, 1997, the day after Princess Diana died. They mention that because Diana died quite young, with many considering her life to have been cut short in unfair circumstances. She died in a car crash while being pursued by paparazzi. With the added elements of her tremendous popularity, coupled with her being extricated from the royal family, allegedly because they didn't like her and didn't want her to be queen, with Charles having cheated on her throughout their marriage. Biker Bang 10 says that they got the following idea from a webtoon, but it seems to be supported by a basic understanding of some reincarnation beliefs. Biker Bang 10 says, there's an instance where you're born right after you die when you haven't fully lived your previous life, and in Princess Di's case, her life was cut short. A cursory look at the Wikipedia page on reincarnation tells me that in most beliefs involving reincarnation, the soul of a human being is immortal and does not disperse after the physical body has perished. Upon death, the soul merely becomes transmigrated to a newborn baby or animal to continue its immortality. Take this information with a grain of salt. I did find it on Wikipedia, but I think it's important to include this perspective considering we're talking about internet lore and this is how it spreads. We tend to have a colloquial passing understanding of these types of things, and then they grow and fester and take on a life of their own. They become their own beast, as it were.